Education 1030 students. I hope first off everyone is safe and well. I just wanted to say my hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to those who have been affected by the storm. I just know that I have reached out and called several students. I've been able to get a hold of several students. So um, I know that it's a difficult and challenging time for many people. And just know that we are here for you to support you. If there's anything that you need, Water State has a list of resources on their homepage. I have also emailed everyone if you're able to access internet or through your phone. There are resources available in your community. So I will work with people, obviously, especially those who have been affected by the storm. So please do not worry about that. I will work with you on due dates. I did have the calendar pulled up because I kind of wanted to talk through this a little bit. So since this devastating storm has affected a lot of people, and this is something that we've got to talk about because I want us to see kind of where we are in the semester and let those know that yes, this is the calendar and we're going to keep moving forward with the calendar, but that doesn't mean that you'll be penalized, especially if there's no way for you to get the assignment done. But we have finished Unit 1 is where we are this week. So your exam you were taking this week, and it was due October 3rd. The other thing that was due was your video reflection. This calendar is actually located inside of the course syllabus. So if you ever need to know kind of what's due, it's there for you. And the due dates are also on the assignments. But that's one good way to look ahead to see kind of where we are, see, where you are in terms of getting things done. And if you need to, we can have a meeting, a phone meeting, call me, we'll talk about this and talk about the due dates. But as you can see, we did Unit 1. You also had to do Exploring the Field video. So you had to do your very first reflection. And that was located underneath the Exploring the Field module. So you will have to click on the Exploring the Field career videos. And you were to pick one of these videos. So say, let's see, I'm interested in nursing. I would watch that video of nursing and then I would do a reflection. Now, when you click on the reflections, you're going to see that you can download and type inside that reflection. So that reflection, these questions here, you will get the answers from that video. And so that's what you'll type inside of and you'll submit that to Dropbox. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Remember, this is part of the Exploring the Field project, and this is one reflection. We have 3 in total that you will be completing this semester, but this is just one that you'll be doing for Unit 1. We'll do another one for Unit 2 and then another one for Unit 3 as well. So that will sum up all of Unit 1. Now moving into Unit 2, you'll have to go back to table of contents, and obviously you're going to have to click on Unit 2 to get to it. So Unit 2 is going to be covering chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8. So when we're talking about Unit 2, we're really looking at how do we get the most out of class, right? So when I'm reading my textbooks, how do I understand what I'm reading or comprehend? How do I make connections? Well, how do I read any kind of case studies or research or whatever it is that they're having you do? How do I study, right? And how am I remembering what I'm studying so I could do well on tests and apply this knowledge? So that's really what we're going to be covering when we're talking about Unit 2. The first chapter is Chapter 5 in Unit 2, and this is called Getting the Most Out of Class. This is where you're going to think about engagement. And what we mean by engagement is strategies that really help you listen, participate, and note-taking before class, during class, and after class. And this is really important if you want to make sure you can apply the knowledge from your coursework. So to sum up what you'll be doing, you will be reading Chapter 5. We do have that reading organizer, the outline there for you. I highly encourage you to use those. Not only do you turn them in when it's exam time and they give you additional bonus points on your exam grade, but also it's a really good study tool for you for quizzes and for exam, because it kind of puts the content of what's the most important things for you to really be focusing on. So it's really great for you to take advantage of those reading organizers. And I always tell students it's really good for you to use them as you're going through the Chapter 5 textbook. Now, you do have an assignment. You will have your Chapter 5 quiz, but you're also going to be having a discussion board that you will be posting to. And it's really all about note-taking. And you will also respond to classmates as well. So underneath Chapter 5, you're going to see you have your resources there, the goals, the objectives. You have Chapter 5 PowerPoint slides. I really like those slides, PowerPoint slides, because they go along perfectly with the textbook, which is where your questions are coming out of. You have the reading organizer. I also gave you a link to a video it's really useful because it's talking about how do you actually prepare for lectures, right? When you're talking about taking notes, what does that actually mean? How do you take notes in college for lectures? And then how do we go back and look at our notes, review them, and what does it look like when we revise notes? So this is really an important video because this is making that connection to when we're talking about how do you engage in class material so you can apply the knowledge that you have, not only in quiz, but also apply it when it's necessary. So that video I highly suggest you watch. The other thing where you see linked there is going to be the section for your actual assignments underneath chapter assignments. So you're going to have your discussion board. Now below is the video that you're going to use. So after you watch this video below, you're going to respond to the questions thinking about note-taking, right? But we're going to go a step further than that. I also want you to think back when we were talking about what kind of learning style you have, right? So what learning style do you have? What kind of learner are you? And then thinking about the note-taking methods that you learned in the class and in this video. What do you think would be best for you in terms of a method that lines with your learning style, right? So which note-taking method is best for your learning style? And then I want you to include what your learning style is, right? Going back to chapter 4 and revisiting that. And then I want you to tell me how your learning style relates to the note-taking style that you think works best. And then you can go a step further and talk about, when you're replying to your students, think about what they are putting in their post. Maybe they have some good tips for you, or maybe you didn't think about they have the same learning style, but you're not using that same note-taking method. But I agree, or great job is not a valid discussion reply. That is not engaging, that is not adding anything to the discussion, and you will not receive points for that. So just think about when you're responding, like if we were in class together, make it thoughtful and meaningful and add to the discussion. And then of course you have your chapter 5 quiz. So getting back to the calendar here, you'll see that the week of October 4th starts tomorrow, it goes through the 10th. So that Thursday, the 10th, is when all of this will be due. Now remember, we have fall break on the 14th and 15th of October, right? But as I mentioned, for those of us that have been affected by the storm, I'm working with you on assignment due dates. I've called and spoke to many people, I've emailed many people, so just know that even though we're still trying to stick with our calendar, I am working with you on that. So if you have any questions about chapter 5 or what we're working on, please let me know and reach out. And also, if you need extension on the Unit 1 exam or your video reflection, please let me know. And I'll be happy to work with you. And you can even call my office as well. All right, guys, I hope that you are safe. Please take care. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.